This month's theme is how to reconnect after an argument. And every month we have a theme with 4 short videos and 1 action per video that you can take to create stronger, deeper connections with less conflict. And conflict is kind of up on the menu this month because we're talking about arguments and how to come back together. Because when you have an argument, you get disconnected and there can still be hurt feelings and anger and all kinds of unpleasant emotions. And it's not easy to just jump right back into your relationship. So how do you reconnect? And the tip I'm going to give you today is one of the best ways to do that. And that is to apologize. And I don't mean apologize for things that don't belong to you, but usually there's something that belongs to us in an argument. You may not have been the person who is at fault for the original thing that the argument was about, but along the way, we withdraw, we say things harshly, we say things that we know hurt the other person's feelings. So when you look at the whole picture of the argument, there's usually something in there that you can own, that you're responsible for, and that you can apologize for. And when you apologize, you send the message to the person that I want to reconnect with you. You open the apology door also, which gives them encouragement to apologize for anything that was theirs. And when two people start to apologize to each other after an argument, it is the fastest way to get reconnected. So think about what is yours to own? What are you responsible for? And what can you apologize for that extends an olive branch to create a reconnection where there's been disconnection so far? Arguments are the result of differences, and they can turn into super heated things like big old fights, or in the best situation, they're just conversations. But a lot of time afterwards, you're disconnected and you don't feel good and you still have some unpleasant emotions and you might be angry and hurt. And it's really hard to come back together even after the argument is over. So how do we do that? One thing you can do is, as quickly as possible, get back to a normal day routine, normal habits. You know, if you normally walk through the house and you make eye contact with each other, do that. If you smile at each other across the dinner table, do that. If you eat together, do that. Go back to how it used to be instead of sticking to those unpleasant emotions. And those small actions will help you get connected again. When you look across the table and you smile at the person, you're telling them, I want to be reconnected. I want to put this behind us. I want to move on and get back together. So keep normalcy in your life, in your relationship. All the things you normally do, all the ways you normally behave, bring those back in as a way to create that connection and come back together to where you have the love, the kindness, the fondness, the appreciation of each other. So arguments just happen, no big deal, but what they can leave us with is a lot of icky energy, anger and sadness and hurt feelings and all kinds of unpleasant emotions. And when we've got that stuff going on, it's hard to want to reconnect with the person, but we have to make our way through that so we can get back to feeling good, feeling connected, feeling with each other. And you can do that by focusing on your own energy. Think about what residual stuff is here from the argument. Are you still feeling mad? Are you still feeling hurt? How can you start to release that? What do you need to tell yourself so that you choose to move on? What do you need to focus on? One of the ways you can do it is to spend a few minutes like creating the feeling that you normally have when you're connected to the person. Build the energy of love. Build the energy of generosity. Build the energy of appreciation for this person. Spend a few minutes with your eyes closed, breathing and feeling those emotions while you simultaneously start to release some of this other stuff. Because if you can shift your energy away from the other negative, unpleasant feelings and back into a space of love, you're going to emit that. And when you start to emit that energy of love and connection, their energy is going to respond. So you're leading, okay? You're going first by putting the argument and those unpleasant feelings behind you and getting focused on how you want to feel, how it feels to feel connected. And then All you got to do is just go through your day feeling that way, and this connection will be reestablished naturally and energetically. So arguments happen, no big deal, but it can leave us disconnected and mad and all kinds of unpleasant things. And it's not easy when you're in that space to get reconnected again, to come back together. It's not like you just jump right back in and you're like, oh, we're fine in most cases. So you've got to think about how you're going to make this reconnection. And one of the things you can do is to just do small gestures that let the other person know that you want to be reconnected with them. So, what would make them feel loved? And bonus, if you use love languages, right? If their love language is praise, how can you say an appreciative thing to them? If it's acts of service, how can you do a small thing for them that will make them see you want to be reconnected? Maybe it's a gift. You can bring them a coffee or something like that. So there are small, tiny little things you can do that aren't going to be that much of an energetic investment, but that go a long, long way to reestablishing a connection. Some small gesture you can make that says, without even using words, that this argument's over and I want to get us back to a place where we feel connected to each other. Pick one tiny thing that you can do that sends that message to the person that you love so you can get back to loving and appreciating and enjoying the people that you care about. If you want to make sure you never miss one of these videos, you can go to stacyrocklein.com and sign up for our 10-minute time in. You'll get our monthly theme, the 4 short videos with the actions you can start taking right now to get closer to the people that you love.